How is everyone doing? Good morning. Have you all seen Amazon latest post? How many of you knows that Amazon has a pharmacy section? Do you guys know that Amazon fills medicine? Is that something that you know? Let me know if you know, or if it's something that is new to you. Let me know. I just found out this morning that Amazon has pharmacy. I think it's a new product or a new services that it just added. That speaks a lot and volume to me. It means something to me. I'm like, let me just come on and quickly share this with you guys. If you know, drop in your comment. Let me see. Because it just came in my inbox that Amazon is now offering pharmaceutical services. Okay, that is to tell you that you can be whatever you want to be. You can put your business. Maybe Amazon has done a feasibility study and realized that there is a need, or they are getting referrals for that services, or people are asking them. That is how I actually came about my mentorship or my program, where I get to teach people. All right, if people are coming to you and asking you for something, that's a sign that you should be offering that services. I know that Amazon does not have pharmaceutical services, but I just opened my email this morning and saw the email that they are now offering pharmaceutical services. So if you are getting referrals, or if you don't have to start to offer those services, okay? But if you're beginning to get referrals and people are asking you, do you do this? Do you know where I can get this? Okay, people are looking for services and they don't know where to find those type of services, and they're asking you, that should ring and pop something. It's the light bulb should turn on right there. So as we all know, Amazon is a huge platform. Everybody on this planet uses Amazon. In the West African world, the India, the Asia, all of the continents, everybody uses Amazon product, right? We all go on Amazon and we buy. So Amazon has realized that there is a need for them to offer those services, because they say that they're going to sell. How many of you agree with me that Amazon will do great by adding pharmaceutical services in their products? If you agree with me, drop me a comment. I can't see your comments. I don't know, for some reason when I go live on my phone this way, I don't see comments, but I'm going to go back to those comments and I'm going to respond to them. So if Amazon is trending, and again, I dropped a video on YouTube talking about trend, okay? As you can see, in this past couple of days, I have been dropping some stuff. EKG, this. It's not typical and it's not common. You don't see a lot of people in this industry, especially we coaches. We don't necessarily talk about variety, right? And that's what I bring that differentiate me amongst others, right? I talk about variety, I talk about diversity, I talk about strategies, I talk about how you can be a creative thinker, and I help you guys channel your ideas, okay? So I just dropped something about EKG. I'm looking into that. I'm looking into a variety of options. I have some vendors that we are talking, and I will bring some good news to you guys momentarily. Also, I listed some services that you guys can offer. For example, allergy test. You don't require no doctor, because all of those gadgets, machines, equipment will actually help you to translate or transcribe results, especially this EKG system. You don't need no interpretation services. You don't even need a third party vendor or person to help you interpret your EKG results, okay? So that is so cool, and that's what I'm gonna bring to the table. The software or things that you can, if I'm providing something, I'm gonna also provide the solution. All right, so I am bringing that solution pretty soon to you guys. So again, I'm talking about variety today. I'm talking about you using what you have to get what you want. For example, people might be asking you for stuff. Do you offer these? Do you offer that? It implies something. I didn't start up my business to start to teach people, but there is a need for that, right? Because a lot were asking me, do you do this? Do you do that? I have the potential and I pursued it. And that's what I'm beginning to do today. So it's the same thing for you guys. If you have anything that you need or that you don't have and you like it, pursue it. Find a means to get it. Find a means to get it. Find a means to get it. It's not complicated. Let's not make it complicated. Let's simplify everything. Okay, so I'm gonna bring to you guys how you guys can incorporate EKG services. There are so many CLIA services that you guys can offer. I made a caption, I made a post about you all having CLIA, but you don't know what you can do. I gave you a breakdown of how much you can make on some services. Okay, simply strictly CLIA. If you have desire to have a lab services, you have options to do so many things. Okay, you have so many options to diversify. You don't have to stick to just doing drug testing. You don't have to stick to just doing blood draw. There are so many things that you can bring. You can turn your business around into just clinical, okay? You don't have to station. And I said, again, once you have ideas of how to do all of the services, all right, how to provide all of the services, you can also prioritize. Okay, like I gave you a breakdown of how much you can make on each services, and I'm trying to pull that from my other phone so I can explain what I'm saying to you guys. Okay, so like I just said, some of the services, it will fetch you a certain amount of number, so don't always try to settle for less. Let me see if I can find that post. Okay, here it is. Allergy test. How many of you knows that you can provide allergy testing? All right, it's a non CLIA testing. All right, you don't need no doctor, you don't need nothing. If you invest in that software or that machinery, the equipment, you can make $215 profit by just doing that test. We already know about nasal COVID test. I'm not gonna go in that. A lot of you do not offer flu, and it's flu season. You all have CLIA waiver. You can honestly provide flu testing. Flu is not going anywhere. It's a disease, or it's a disease that is common. Every now and then people have flu, and we even have something that we call flu season. How many of you knows that in America, from January to April, some businesses, that's only time they make their money, and that's money that they made within that 4 months, right? It's enough. It's sufficient for them throughout the year. There are some businesses like that. You could make your money only during flu season. Okay, don't underestimate the power of flu. People have flu and people wants to test. There is even flu vaccine. We all round around COVID and COVID. Flu and COVID are symptoms that the same thing. It's a similar symptom. It's a similar ideology, right? COVID vaccine, COVID shot, same thing. Flu vaccine, flu season, flu testing. It's the same, and you have the same symptoms. So it could just be only flu time that you would make your money, because during that peak season, okay, throughout the year, everyone, you can have flu, but there is a peak season for flu. Okay, so it's not that you're not going to offer flu testing throughout the whole year. You will be offering those services, but there is a peak time. So I just gave you an example of tax season. All right, January through April, people will file our taxes, and after April, we don't. That's the peak season for taxes, right? It's the same concept. You can offer flu services, all right? And we have simplified everything, all right? The labs have simplified everything. How you can use software, buy rapid testing to offer their services, and it's not expensive. Just on doing flu alone, by doing flu alone, you can make $30 in profit. You imagine you able to serve 10 people in a week. I don't want to exaggerate. I don't want to be unrealistic. I want to be real. So in a week, During flu season, you can do testing. That's 7 days in a week, right? So typically one testing in a day for flu, and that's just peak time. So you imagining just on flu alone how much you are able to make. All you have to do is get your CLIA waiver. That's already certify you to conduct that testing as a waiver lab, as a lab, and you buy the rapid test. There are so many options, right? That alone. Hepatitis C, you will be surprised how much people are looking for STD testing. People want to know if they have Hep C. All right, Hep C is there because you are the one that have decided to open a lab. So I think you should place your lab in a way where you can be able to cater to people's need, because it's some sort of testing. People, they're not going to go to their doctor to go and do flu testing. They would rather just Google search testing near me and have it. Okay, it's just those ways. I've posted all of this. Strep is a very good one too. That's $15 on Strep. Fingerprint A1C. Majority of people in America are diabetic, right? We have type 1 diabetic, we have type 2 diabetic. People test, they want to test their sugar level, so they might as well just come to you and do their testing. All right. UTI is very, 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 very lucrative, honestly, guys, and you can make $25 on just one UTI test. And you can take that testing to the senior population, because we've come to see that older citizens tend to have UTI a lot, and that is because of the way that their metabolism is, and as well as the medications that they use. You can offer PGX testing too. Again, these are just the research that I've done recently, and I'm bringing that back to you guys to share. So, but I see that a lot gravitates towards the EKG, so I'm gonna be bringing more updates. I'm gonna be sharing more updates on EKG as soon as I have them. I want to make sure it is ideal. If it's something that I can use, definitely you all can use it. So I have to make sure I test run it. It makes sense to me. If it does, then it would definitely make sense to you. 10 out of 10 times it will. So I'm still in that phase to make sure it makes sense, then before I can introduce that to you guys. I hope that's making sense. If you have anything in particular that you want me to capture or talk about, I've been posting a lot, just let me know. But for the next couple of weeks, we have trainings. Okay, we have trainings for those of you that are interested in the starter training. Starter training is a very short form of my mentorship. I put it together because some people are looking for additional support of what they already know, because a lot of individuals use YouTube University, right? You also for free information here and there, which there is nothing bad with it, and you just need that extra little push. So if that's where you fit and if that's where you fall under, the starter training is there to help you. It's not as robust or as intense as the mentorship. The mentorship is a 5 weeks program. You and I would do it together. It's a type of hands-on experience for you, okay? As compared to the starter, it's just a quick in and out. You will get everything that you're looking for. All right, you're gonna get it, but it is not robust, okay? And it's strictly an hour session each day for 4 days. All right, but we will definitely talk on everything that is said in the package. That's the starter. So I don't want you to confuse starter for anything. It's more of you doing everything on your own. You would do it on your own. So that's why I consider it a starter. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to not have that for a while. So once we wrap up on this session, because starter training takes a lot from me, it takes out of my time, right? Because I have students that I coach that are in the mentorship program as well. So my starter training, I'm gonna say after this one, we're gonna take a break. We'll be taking a break. So if you want to take advantage of starter training, I encourage you to do so. It's gonna be we're gonna have another most likely final until I revisit or until I go back to it. So make sure that you are registered. So registration is there for those of you that have shared your interest. Make sure you sign up so that we can get it started and wrap it up. All right, mock. Okay, but this is one thing that I also recommend if you're looking and planning to take the starter training, I recommend that you're a DOT collector. You've placed yourself in a situation where you can do drug testing, because it's a waste of money when you're in that program and you are not trained. Or even if you're not trained, make sure you come with the intention of getting certified, because some of the information that we are going to be sharing or discussing will help you to set up your drug testing portion. All right, remember, we're going to talk about drug testing, we're going to talk about DNA services, we're going to talk about some contract with what is it called, my mentorship session starts in 15 minutes, so I would need to start to wrap up. But yes, that's everything about starter training. If you have specific questions, just let me know. Most importantly, this Friday is mock. Make sure you sign up. I don't know who did what. Even if you're my student, if you took the theory with me, you might not be ready to take your mock. Okay, so I wouldn't know unless you sign up. So please do me that favor so that I can streamline. That's the only way that I use in streamlining that part of my training. So if you're looking to do your mock, it's this Friday. The link is being posted. If you have not seen it, I can repost it again, or ask me, I can send it to you. But I go by your registration. So all of my students, I hope you all are watching. I'm going to tag everyone in this video, and I encourage you all to watch it. So that's why we don't like to talk too much, so that people can get everything in a short span. 10 minutes is decent to pass out information. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. I am on YouTube. I drop gems, especially for those of you that are new in this industry and you're looking to gather free information to assist you in making decisions. Because what I've come to realize is that in this industry, a lot of people make the wrong move. They don't necessarily know what is what, because they don't understand what they're actually doing. They heard about it. Oh, diagnostic lab. Oh, I can do it. Oh, there is no qualification to do that. I want to do it. But at the end of the day, they got into it and they don't understand, because now they are by themselves in the middle of the road. Let's not do that. So use YouTube University as a source, and make sure you subscribe. All right. Shout out to you, Eladio. I see you. You're making great move, you and your wife. I cannot wait to showcase you. I also see you, my girl, what is my girl's name? Georgina. I see you, Valerie. I see you, Miss Andrea. I see you all, Deborah Diggs. Welcome. Make sure you guys are watching, and take it 10 minutes. 10 minutes will not do anything to you, but of course, something better to you. I want to go. I have to go because I have a class right now. I'll talk to you, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Make sure that you are in the know, because I am going to be dropping some stuff, especially on these new things that I'm coming up with. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys shortly. Bye for now. Coach.